This story out of New York City is horrifying, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is Melanie Woods, a 33-year-old from San Francisco living in Manhattan. A huge dog lover, she's known for her love of adventure and always rooting for the underdog. She worked tirelessly for the San Francisco AIDS Foundation and later pursued a master's in public health at Columbia University. One friend says she's got more charisma than she knows what to do with.
Another layer of cracked mayo. Really? If you use that, it will turn out extra creamy and delicious!
But tragically, that's all over now. Last Tuesday morning, she received a bunch of texts from her on-again, off-again boyfriend, and after she didn't respond, he allegedly showed up at her place. When she got back from an early morning dog walk, neighbors reported hearing screams and crashing from her apartment, and then the noise stopped. It wasn't until later that night, when she reportedly missed a flight back home to California, that friends and family called police to perform a wellness check on her. Inside her apartment, cops discovered a chilling scene: Melanie's body in the bathtub, her life taken by multiple stab wounds and a slash across her neck. The suspect? 51-year-old Candido Rodriguez, Melanie's ex-boyfriend. He was arrested 2 days later, charged with first-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Rodriguez reportedly cried uncontrollably during his arraignment and was placed under psychiatric evaluation. Meanwhile, Melanie's family started a GoFundMe to return her body home to California. They set out to raise $10,000, but it's nearing $40,000. Statistics show that 1 in 4 women will experience severe intimate partner physical violence in their lifetime. If you're in a situation where you think you're being abused by an intimate partner, know that there's help available. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. You don't have to go through this alone. Rest in peace, Melanie.
My condolences goes out to her family. Just for the simple fact, domestic violence is something that goes on more than we want it to go on. It's not being talked about as much as we want it to be talked about, but we cannot shy away from this situation. Of domestic violence is so real and it's out there every day, every second of the day. If you're going through something, just know you're not in this alone. You don't have to, be afraid of what's going on in your life because you don't want people to think whatever they think. In her situation, she was avoiding it, trying not to be, talking to something that was very negative from how I'm going to put it. And I don't know how he got into the apartment. Maybe she opened up the door or something, but I'm pretty sure she didn't think that he would do something like this. And this right here is just to show you. Never think that somebody can't do the unthinkable just because of who they are. Because everybody can feel some type of way when, things isn't going their way. And mentally, we don't know their agenda or what they're going through that could trigger something like this. So hopefully he get what he deserved and the justice is served. My condolences goes out to her family. And y'all already know, y'all ain't in this alone, man. Speak up.
Oh my God. 911, where's the emergency? What is the address here again? Something terrible has happened. I'm babysitting 2 kids. What's the address? Oh my God, I think he is not even alive.
Okay, Melvin Drive?
No, Alden Drive in Streetsboro.
Alden? 995?
Alden Drive in Streetsboro.
What's going on there?
I don't know. I was There's everywhere. The little boy that I'm watching, he's 11.
Units 995 Alden Drive, 995 Alden. I have a female on the line stating there's everywhere. She doesn't think the child is alive.
Are there any weapons around?
I don't know.
Okay, can you check for me?
Are there any weapons around? The other boy that's here, I don't know where he's at.
Okay, how old is the...
He's 11.
Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you somehow, and we pretty much just watch videos and talk about them. And if you've been rocking with your boy, which I've been active such and such, so and so, I just got to thank you so much for rocking with me, because you could be somewhere else watching these videos, but yet you decide to stay here and rock it out with CSL TV. Now, I don't want to make my intro too long, because I know y'all want to know what's going on. And as always, you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Let's get it.
Please hurry. I don't
He's
think
11?
Yes.
Okay.
I smell like...
When was the last time you saw him when he was
When he
okay?
went to bed at 8:30 and his brother went to bed at 9. Please hurry.
Ma'am, we're already on the way. I'm just trying to get as much information as I can. Can you check to see if he's breathing?
I don't think he's breathing.
Okay, can you check to see if you can feel any air coming out of his nose or mouth or feel a pulse?
I don't feel air, anything.
Okay. And you last saw him just an hour ago?
Oh, hurry. I think he might still be breathing. There's water. No, about 8:30. What time is it?
It's 9:30.
It's 8:30.
Okay. What do you think he hurt himself on?
I have no idea. He's got a hole in his neck.
A hole in his neck?
Yes, please.
Okay, do
Get
you
someone
see?
here.
Okay, they're on the way. I'm going to stay with you.
She's saying there's a hole
Oh
in an
my
11-year-old
God.
child's neck. There's everywhere. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Do you see a gun or a knife or anything, ma'am?
I don't, but something smells like maybe gunpowder. I don't know.
Okay. Are there any weapons known to be in the house?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I heard a pop and I ran back here and the other boy came out and said, what was that? And I ran in here. He's got, it's in his chest. Please hurry. I think he's still alive. He's moving.
He's moving. Can you try to give him chest compressions?
I can. Yeah. I don't think, will it hurt him if he's still breathing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I have to unlock the doors. I don't know where his brother went.
Okay, is his brother in the house?
No, he
Yo, that's crazy. So she think this boy is dead, which we heard about that a little while back. But do y'all think the other kid has something to do with it? Because she keep mentioning about this other kid that we have not heard anything about yet. And it's just crazy that she's there by herself. Also, it's always good to know CPR, the right area to do the compressions. And she's supposed to pump and count and keep going. Nice rhythm, keep that shit going. It don't matter how your body condition is or nothing. You're trying to save a life. And when you're trying to save a life, you got to put yours at stake. So if you don't know CPR, it's good to be touched up on all the safety measures because you could be a hero in somebody else's eyes, save a life. In a crazy world, it's always good to be positive in some kind of way.
Oh my God, really?
Copy.
How
Ma'am,
long will it take?
The officer's pulling up right now.
Okay. I gotta let him in.
Sadly, Caleb died in hospital later that evening. His other brother fled the scene but was apprehended by police nearby the Ohio home. The weapon had been stolen from their grandparents' house, Elijah somehow breaking into the secure cabinet. To understand what led to the first murder in the small, sleepy town of Streetsboro in 20 years, the teen's short but difficult life was examined in court. Elijah and Caleb were born into a family of addiction. Their biological mom said after Caleb was born prematurely at 24 weeks old. A drug test was taken on her. They were put into the foster system. Soon after, the brothers were adopted by Martin and Dina Lishing. The couple divorced several years after the adoption, but while they were still married, Elijah suffered early childhood abuse. During the trial, he told the court that his adoptive mother, Dina, was more devoted to his little brother than she was to him. He also detailed the harsh punishments Dina handed him.
Man, he got a hole in his neck. That is crazy. And this lady up here terrified, don't know what to happen. They didn't all went to bed at a really good time, and a lot could have happened. But at the same time, let's just pray that little buddy pulled through because nobody need to wake up and be in this type of situation, walk into this type of situation where nobody need to be surprised by something like this.
Psychologist Dr. Amy Thomas testified about Elijah's complex psychological diagnoses at the sentencing hearing, including reactive attachment disorder, also known as developmental trauma disorder, DTD. The doctor explained that a child with this disorder has disrupted brain development, and if they don't get early and highly specialized intervention, they can suffer long-term and devastating impacts. These children will have difficulty forming healthy attachments, leading to relationship, educational, and legal issues. Additionally, she diagnosed the 13-year-old with post-traumatic stress disorder and conduct disorder, both common diagnoses for children with DTD. Furthermore, Dr. Thomas believes Elijah also suffers from paranoia, and a previous clinician had diagnosed him with schizophrenia. When the teen spoke about the time of the murder, he said, "I was living inside my head, unable to determine the difference between imagination and reality." After his divorce from Dina, Martin Lishing and Jackie Lishing started dating and got married. They were on a belated honeymoon when the murder happened. Prior to this, Jackie Lishing had made multiple attempts to get the teen mental health treatment. In fact, only 4 days earlier, she had called the police because Elijah was unruly. He told police that he was thinking of harming himself, and they took him to a local behavioral health center. This was also not the first time the teen had the police called on him. In 2017, he was charged with indecent exposure on the school bus. He had also had 2 suicide attempts. The 13-year-old was a convicted murderer facing a lifetime of struggles. He was sentenced to juvenile detention until he turns 21, and at that time, his case will be re-evaluated with the potential for adult detention time. According to the Record Courier, Judge Robert Berger said that despite the abuse the boy suffered as a child, it did not excuse shooting and killing his brother. His stepmother is now using the tragic event to shine a light on mental health, hoping that she can save another family from the heartbreak they have suffered. Jackie believes that if Elijah had been diagnosed and supported by the system earlier, there's a chance he wouldn't be in prison and Caleb would still be alive. Martin and Jackie are still married and have beautiful grandchildren. There are no recent updates on Elijah.
Man, that's crazy. I can't even believe something like that happened and went down. Like, man. Mental health, man, mental health. So many people is going through it, you know what I'm saying? And I know back then when people was going through it, they didn't have the resources like they do now. But now we got the goddamn resources to be able to give people the help that they need. And I don't understand why a lot of people are so afraid to go get it. In this situation, it seems like more people should have been involved in this young man's life, because he was definitely fighting demons, and it seemed like the demons really won that battle. Just for the simple fact, we just heard what happened, where he's at, and what he's been fighting for a long time. Again, if you're going through something, don't be ashamed to speak up. I know if I'm going through something, I'm going damn sure. Just put it this way. I'm a rebel. I speak my mind. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't care how people look at me, because you're not going to get no fake two-sided. I'm going to express and say how I feel in front of you. And if I feel like something's a little too much, and goddamn it, it's a little too much, I'm about to break. You know, you can feel when you get emotional. Most of us can, but at the same time, if you're going through something, there's help. Alright, some people would like to consider themselves as free thinker because they did give us that right. You see me, they did give us that right to be, speak my mind, all that. I don't have to go into detail, but just to add more to it, because I started thinking there's a lot more people out there that are free thinkers and don't mind what people say and can express their feelings, and don't judge you. So, but again, if you're going through something, get that help. Trust me.
Used by an intimate partner, know that there's help available. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE.